Hello and welcome to the Amazing Nerdiverse. I'm Jeff Grants.
I am Steven Tukert.
It's the podcast where we talk about all things survivalism, talking about having a go bag, ready to go whenever shit breaks down.
Boy Scouts.
Zombie apocalypse, you gotta be ready.
Campfires.
What's in your go bag?
A knife.
A knife? You just got a jam bag with a knife rolling around?
Yeah.
Just a loose knife?
Yeah, I like a loose knife. Just
open and sliding.
Yeah, not even like a hunting knife, just like a kitchen knife. Just
a dull butter knife.
Yeah, with some rust on it.
Yeah. You survive.
Like, man.
Gotta get...
See, that way people think I'm crazy and they'll stay away.
Yeah. Or they'll just like, he's got no defense. I'll beat the shit out of this kid, take his shitty butter knife, and that's all he's got on him.
Stab him with his own shitty butter knife.
Yeah. No, this is a podcast where we talk about all things good and geeky in the Amazing Nerdiverse. We're talking movies. We're talking video games. We're talking TV shows. We're talking comic books. We're talking chest bursters. We're talking back bursters. We're talking ass bursters. Speaking of ass bursters, we just did our review for Alien Covenant. We just got done seeing that movie tonight, and by now the review should be up on the web on YouTube. On the Amazing Nerdiverse channel.
In the future?
So check that out. In the future.
That timeline?
I am the future Flash.
Oh, now I get it.
Spoilers. Spoilies. Yeah, so our review's up. If we sounded like we were low energy.
It's because we're tired.
Tired? Yeah.
And
we went and saw a movie.
The movie bummed me out a lot.
Yeah, it was a bummer. It was a downer.
I burped.
No spoilers, but no spoilies.
You don't want to spoil it now?
No, well, you can watch our review to hear our thoughts on it. But still no spoilies.
There's an alien in the movie.
No spoilers, I said. Sorry. One more piece of business that I wanted to jump into before this. Monday was your birthday, right?
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Monday. You sounded so excited about it. It was your 31st birthday.
35th. Ooh, shit.
It was your 31st birthday. Dropped the same day that the 31st episode of the podcast came out.
Uh-huh.
Thought that was kind of cool. Your wife pointed that out on Facebook. I didn't notice that until she pointed it out.
I kept forgetting that it was my birthday.
It's one of those?
God damn it.
You all right? Do it on mic.
I huffed some spores.
Since I know how much you like opening things on mic... Got you a little something.
What is it?
Just a box of bullshit.
Box of bullshit.
No, yeah, I got that for you. I know you like opening things on mic. God, it's gonna be loud.
I won't do it.
Yeah.
What did you give me a present for?
Because it was your birthday, dick.
Star Wars trivia box.
Yeah, it's the same trivia thing as the Marvel. The Marvel cards you busted out last week. I found those.
Oh, cool.
The Star Wars ones, so you can bust out some Star Wars trivia.
Nice. I'm wearing a Millennium Falcon shirt.
Yeah, we're both wearing Star Wars shirts today. Didn't even think about it earlier today. I was like, oh, I got him a Star Wars present.
That's awesome, dude. Thanks.
Yeah. Figured we could have some fun on the podcast. And we can.
Do you have the receipt?
But yeah, so if you want to bust those out during the episode, just ask me some random trivia.
Okay.
I thought you'd get the most enjoyment out of that. Opening it on mic. Set it on top of the mic.
Ooh, we should mix up the Marvel cards and the Star Wars cards. Like shuffle them.
Shuffle them?
Yeah. Oh boy, I have no idea for any of these.
Yeah, I also figured the Star Wars trivia might be a little bit harder too.
Yeah.
Make it fun.
Because it gets deep cuts. It looks like this will be fun. Who said that I'll see you in hell after receiving a stern warning from a concerned rebel officer? It's pretty much going to be only one guy.
Han Solo?
Yeah, because he's the only one that's going to talk like that.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm guessing
Luke.
it's Han Solo. I don't remember that exact moment.
It ain't Luke, and it ain't going to be Yoda.
I wonder how much is covered in this. I wonder if it's just the
original.
original.
Oh, I could have given you like an AB. Yeah, these have like ABC.
Yeah, I noticed the other ones did too. The Marvel ones did too, dick.
Did they?
A lot of them did.
Oh.
They had the multiple choice. Like, you never gave me a multiple choice option. Well, when we create a game, you ask the question, and if they can answer it without multiple choice, they get 2 points.
Okay.
And if they have to get multiple choice, they get 1 point.
And if I just decide, then they'll get no points.
Yeah, it's up to your discretion. All right, so let's jump into the news, and every now and then when you want to bust out some trivia, just hit me with it. News. Okay, so the MTV Movie and TV Awards were last Sunday. It's the Movie and TV Awards now.
I haven't watched that in forever.
Yeah. I remember it was just the MTV Movie Awards. Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah, but there was a lot of trailers and clips and stuff like that during the program. Mm-hmm. So there's a couple things I wanted to talk about. First up is the final Wonder Woman trailer.
Okay.
There's been like 6 of them at this point. It was a pretty good trailer. It was I felt like it was mostly greatest hits kind of trailer as far as the footage goes.
Yeah.
Especially all the action stuff. There were a couple little extra snippets here and there. The opening with baby Diana. She's like, but you've told me this story before. I
haven't told the audience yet, so just...
It's cameras, huh?
Cameras, sweetie, cameras.
I feel like the little girl might be a better actress than Gal Gadot.
Might be.
I mean... I
she's
feel bad.
done more push-ups.
I really... Jesus. I really like her as Wonder Woman. It's just... That delivery is really hard. But she really sells the action.
She ain't swole, though.
I know, that's your only concern. You want her to look like a gross bodybuilder.
Yeah. Bro,
that's
even
your
Commissioner
jam.
Gordon is swole.
But he doesn't have to be. That's on J.K.
But
Simmons.
he is.
He is. He's like ridiculously swole.
Awesome. Like a swolled out Jim Gordon.
Yeah. This is the 6th trailer, and I feel like Warner Brothers has learned their lesson with Doomsday. Remember when they put Doomsday in the trailers for BVS?
Went, oh, okay.
Everyone was like, "Oh, well, you showed us everything now."
Yeah,
that was the one card that they.
Yeah, they should have held on to that.
Yeah, well, I feel like they're doing that with Ares this time around.
Okay.
Because she's got to fight Ares. Like,
Is
it can't just be. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's like one of her main villains is the God of War.
Her brother or something?
No.
No. There's no like family.
I'm not as up on all my mythology and Wonder Woman mythology, especially, and all that stuff. But he's the God of War, and he's a great villain, and he should look. I'm really excited to see what he looks like, because that's what's cool. You haven't really even seen him. There's been a couple like glimpses. I think we've seen a couple of shots of the fight with him, but we haven't seen him like full on.
Is it that dude that she punches through the window?
No,
that's not him.
That's a different shot. Like the older guy you're talking about?
Yeah. Like he doesn't like turn into.
I think there's one of two characters.
Kind of like a Red Skull type.
Yeah, either that general dude that you're talking about, either he turns into Ares, or the guy with David Thewlis, the guy with the mustache. There was rumors that he might be Ares. Not sure, but that's cool. Like I'm glad I don't know. We've got less than a month away. I don't want to. I'm good. I've seen enough of this movie. I'm sold. My tickets pretty much bought and paid for at this point. I'm going to see it.
It's missing that theme song there on the trailers.
Yeah, and this last one especially, they had like a modern kind of song. I don't really like that in period pieces and stuff when they add like a modern.
Yeah. Like
they did that in like the King Arthur trailers and
no thanks.
And I really hated it in the Assassin's Creed trailer. They had that Kanye West song. No, thank you. There's a little bit more of Dr. Poison in this one too. I think Dr. Poison is the woman with the kind of the mask and everything. She's gonna be a cool villain, but I think they're trying to mislead you thinking she's the main villain, and I'm glad that it's not. But I like that, you know. I never get mad at them for having too many villains. You know, people always complain about that.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take all the villains.
Yeah.
Do a Batman movie with every single one of his villains. I'm in.
They sort of tried that and they failed.
What?
Suicide Squad.
Oh no, that wasn't a Batman movie though.
He was in it.
But it wasn't a Batman movie.
He was in it more than the Flash was.
Oh yeah, it wasn't a Flash movie either. Anyway, was also a new TV spot. I quite like this just because of the tagline. There was like new Wonder Woman TV spot had like one new shot that I could gather of her like jumping or flying towards the camera with the shield. That looked pretty cool. But other than that, it had like some great tagline. It was like Metropolis has Superman, Gotham has Batman, the world has Wonder Woman. I was like, I like that a lot. Yeah. It was a new trailer / clip. That's what I've been noticing a lot of these. They're like clips.
Yeah.
But they're also like cut like trailers a little bit, aside from like a big chunk of it that's a clip. Yeah. Yeah, so it was like a few like trailer beats and stuff, but mostly it was a clip of the kids in the sewer.
Spooky.
Yeah. I thought it was smart because a lot like Stranger Things, this movie is the kids are the ones that need to sell this story.
Yeah.
You know, they're the main characters, they're who you care about and stuff. So, you know, I thought it was a good job selling the movie through them, but you also get some creeptacular stuff going on in there.
I mean, you don't need to do a lot if you have a clown in the sewer.
Creepy clown in the sewer?
Yeah, I mean, you didn't even need to creepy him up. You just put a clown in the sewer. Yeah. You're good to go.
Yeah, every time I run into a clown when I'm down in the sewer.
How often are you just...
How often do I run into clowns when I'm down there?
No. Besides the clown, how often are you just trolling around in the sewer?
2 or 3 times a week.
What you doing?
Looking for clowns. Yeah, the last shot of him, all those balloons, that crazy upside down pyramid of balloons.
How they do that?
Yeah, just lifts up and he does not look jovial.
The thing, like, he's going out of his the character, like he's going out of his way to be spooky.
Yeah.
So what made him think up, hey, I'm gonna make a pyramid of balloons? That ought to be scary.
Putting myself in that mind frame, I don't know, man.
Is there a reason?
I don't know.
Or is he just farting around?
Maybe he just misunderstood. Maybe he was like, oh, they'll think this is cool.
Wow.
I haven't seen the movie yet.
Okay.
So, I may be wrong. But that's just my read on it. You said you didn't like this clip, though, because it was too scary?
Yes.
You think you're going to see this movie?
For whatever reason, I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Because I normally don't like any of the scary movie type stuff.
Yeah.
But from what I remember, like as a kid, I didn't like watch it a lot or anything, but I've seen it. So I'm kind of interested to see what they've done to update it and see what it'll be like. Because you don't even realize that the original was just a TV movie. Yeah. It was like a miniseries. It was a 2-part thing. And then they just mushed it all together or something?
Yeah. Yeah, like this one, it looks like they're taking their time, and the first movie is going to be the kids, and I think they're going to do the second movie as the adults.
And then the third movie.
We've already pitched our... What? What do you say? The clown? What clown?
And like Pennywise just gets kind of like, what's the word? Defeated a little bit. Yeah. Like just he's like,
I don't even remember how scary I am.
Like he's like kind of creeping around in the sewer, and he's like gets kind of like, God, what am I doing? This is...
I will say though that when they first cast this guy as the new Pennywise, I didn't much care for it, but that casting. But I gotta say, he's looking pretty good. Looking pretty scary.
Has he spoken yet?
I'm in. No, I'm okay with that too. Save it. Yeah, you don't have to show me everything in a trailer.
Sure you do.
I'm glad. Spider-Man: Homecoming. We saw a new clip. I really like this clip with Peter sneaking home, Spider-Man in a Spider-Man costume sneaking in, and Ned's already in his room. That was really fun.
I like that even though Pete's doing Spider-Man stuff, they were still going to do like Legos.
Yeah, they were planning on hanging out and finishing the Lego Death Star. Yeah. Which...
Like, he's out doing Spider-Man stuff. Yeah. But he was still like, after that, though, Legos.
Like, yeah. Dude, I wish I had the money to get one of those Star Wars Legos. Those Death Star Lego sets. That'd be amazing. What are those, like $300? They're expensive.
I wanted the Ghostbusters Firehouse one. Yeah. It was something ridiculous, like 150 or 180. Yeah. I was like, I'm never gonna get it. Yeah. Oh well.
Never gonna get it. Yeah. Also, there was a little bit of the trailery bits and stuff, and there was that bit with the Zendaya, where she was talking. I think her character name is Michelle, where she was, she's like, "Where you going, huh?" And like
That annoyed me.
Yeah,
I was like, "Why don't you just mind your own business?"
but then she was like, "I'm just kidding. I don't care." It was just fun. It was sillies.
Yeah, but still,
it was sillies.
even like with the I don't care. Like, why don't you just worry about what you're doing? Just nosy.
Mind your own business. We know how much of an advocate for minding your own business you are.
Yeah.
But she has confirmed that she is not Mary Jane.
I want to make a T-shirt for the Amazing Nerdiverse. It's either like our logo or just my face, and it just says "minding his own business since 1986."
Perfect.
So she's confirmed that she's not Mary Jane.
Yeah, she was rumored to play Mary Jane for a long time, and even when the trailers came out, there was a lot of like, well, is she Mary Jane? I mean, she doesn't look anything like Mary Jane. Not just like physically, like I just mean like the characterization of her, the way she dresses,
she seems more like a tough kid.
Yeah.
Streetwise.
I'm cool with that. Just do it different. Like in the original comics, Mary Jane didn't come in until way later. Like
yeah, that's true.
He had already dated Betty Brant, was his first relationship.
Yeah.
She's the secretary, the receptionist, or whatever at the Daily Bugle. Elizabeth Banks played that character in the Sam Raimi trilogy. And then, he also dated Gwen Stacy before that.
Wouldn't it be funny if they had J.K. Simmons come back, but like as swole as he is, like for
Parker.
Like whoa.
Yeah. I wish he would come back. There's no one better to play that role, and I think that's why we haven't seen that role again yet. Like, we didn't see that in the in both Amazing Spider-Man movies. There was a thing where he emailed him.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, you don't remember that? Like he was trying to sell. It was like during the crazy long montage, like
which one?
Whatever. Yeah, exactly. There was a bunch of them.
The one where he was skateboarding, or the one where he was crying?
One of them, probably both. He was grinding on his own tears. All right. Speaking of tears, Transformers: The Last Night. There's another new clip for that.
Not interested.
No idea when that clip is set, by the way.
What do you mean?
The clip, like, with Anthony Hopkins and Mark Wahlberg, like, and no idea when in time it's set.
Well,
that movie is jumping all over time. Does it?
Mark Wahlberg's in it, so it's got to be now, right?
But they're time traveling, aren't they?
Well, what's his face said? Oh, he still thinks he's in the 19.
Oh, I guess I don't know.
So that puts it now.
The robot dementia, you mean?
Yeah. Because that's a
Mark. Like, I was bored watching it, but like not as bored as Mark Wahlberg looked. He looked bored in that scene.
Yeah, well, I mean,
He was like, "Oh, what is it, Transformer? Oh, you got a Transformer. Well, I think we got a Transformer."
All right, guys, I'm out. I got a hard out at 3. You want me to just rattle off a few more?
What do we got over here? Couple of Transformers.
I wish the audience could see how you're
my little arm waving.
Stupid hand.
Anthony Hopkins called him dude.
Well, he's making fun of him.
Yeah, but didn't like it.
Anthony
at least he's actually looks like he's acting in the movie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's when he shows up to work.
He's good. Yeah. Even in shit, he's still Anthony Hopkins, one of the greatest actors of our time. Hannibal Lecter.
Who would you rather have narrate like your day to day?
I hope he eats Optimus Prime's heart.
What?
Go ahead. What?
Morgan Freeman, Anthony Hopkins.
I think we've done this before, haven't we?
Maybe Ron Howard.
Yeah, we. yeah, we did because I said
Terry Crews.
Yes. Yeah, this clip just makes me sad.
Yeah, I was bored.
I'm not a Transformers fan, but like I know they're huge fans out there, and the people that grew up with this that like are disappointed by these movies because there's people that love these movies. Yeah. I don't know. Never met them, but they make what?
The new movies that they're
people love these. They make money. They make a shit ton of money, and I don't know who is giving them that.
I don't know.
Somebody must like it, but the people that I know that were fans of this stuff that are disappointed by these movies, just feel bad for them, man. I've never had a franchise. Well, I mean, I guess There's never been a franchise that I've been the movies have been as bad as these movies look to me. I mean, there's been a lot of really bad movies in the comic book genre and everything. Amazing Spider-Man 2, stuff like that.
In a row altogether.
5 in a row or 4. I guess the first one was all right.
The first one was all right, I guess.
But I don't know. I didn't grow up with him, so I don't even know if that one was good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just thought it was fine myself.
Like, I'm not connected to. All right, well they're cars and they turn into a robot and then they fight.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And then when they try to introduce like a human element, I'm like, I don't care about these humans.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Gotta transform.
Now, if they replaced Mark Wahlberg with Matthew McConaughey,
I'll give you $15 right now.
yeah. All right.
All right.
Let's transform.
We got a couple Transformers.
All right.
Optimus Prime just turned into a BMW.
No, you should turn into a BMW.
I'm so dumb.
Yeah.
I should. I just let myself down there. It should have been a Lincoln.
God. Ruined it. I don't even want to go back. Don't cut this out. I need everyone to know.
I ruined the joke. Hellboy.
Hold on.
Okay.
How much did Obi-Wan Kenobi promise Han Solo as payment for passage to Alderaan? Was it A, $16,000, B, 17,000 space dollars, or C, 18,000 space dollars?
It was 17 because it was 2 and they'd give them additional 15 once they got there.
Pfft, nerd.
Yeah. Got one. All right. I could have gotten that one without the multiple choice, by the way.
Oh,
give
really?
me the question first and I can tell you if I can get it or not, and then I'll ask for multiple choice if I want it.
Is there anything else that you request?
Okay, so the creator of Hellboy, Mike Mignola, he announced the other day that there's going to be a new Hellboy movie.
I thought they weren't going to do a third one.
It's not a third one. It's not a sequel to those movies.
I like those movies.
I do too, but it's unfortunately it's not going to be from Guillermo del Toro, or it's not going to be Ron Perlman.
I thought he did a really good job with those.
He did. They were great.
Really entertaining.
Which is why I'm so torn on this, because I love those, and it's not going to be a third one. But there's things about this new one that I like. For instance, it's going to be an R-rated Hellboy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's got Neil Marshall's
Does it
supposed
need
to be.
Though?
I feel like it should be.
Why?
Like I didn't realize that the old ones weren't. I went back and said, oh, they were PG-13. But yeah. So Neil Marshall's developing it. He's a director who's done a couple episodes of Game of Thrones. The pilot for Constantine. He did that movie, The Descent horror movie, which I haven't seen. Good one. I haven't seen it, but because it looks like one of those.
I haven't really seen it. I just thought that was.
And he did a movie called Dog Soldiers, which I liked a lot. It's like a werewolf movie. It was fun. I love werewolf stuff. There's not enough werewolf things. Writers, make werewolf shit.
You're a writer.
So he's in negotiations to direct, and Stranger Things star David Harbour is in talks to play Hellboy. He was one of the people on the list for Cable. Didn't happen, but maybe he'll play Hellboy. I don't know. Boris Kitt over on The Hollywood Reporter said that this could start filming as soon as September. Studio's really looking to get the ball rolling.
It's odd that they wouldn't go through with a third one with to finish out the.
Well, I think the reason is Guillermo del Toro's vision is like he needs a lot of monies to make that version of Hellboy 3.
I mean,
and it's just cheaper to do an R-rated like reboot.
Those movies.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
I don't know. I'll keep saying it the same way. It was like Carla hadn't seen them.
Yeah.
So I was like, "What?" It was fairly recently. I was like, "You want to just watch one?" She's like, "All right."
Yeah.
And like it held up really well.
Yeah.
It's like
I've been wanting to go back and watch them because I got them all now on Blu-ray. I got those movies and the animated ones, and I've never seen the animated ones. I heard they're good, and it's the same actors and stuff, I believe.
Oh, they do the voices?
Yeah,
cool.
There's 2 animated movies, so I wanted to go and watch all those and
right on.
Go through that. So yeah, that's a bummer. It's not happening, but I mean, I do like what I'm hearing about this new one. People involved. Dog Soldiers, I like a lot. It was like I think it came out in 2002, and Simon Pegg almost had a role in it, but he decided not to do it because he wanted his first horror movie to be Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
With his buddy Edgar Wright.
Oh.
So he
Never seen it.
didn't do it. Oh. You're a liar. Okay, this movie I'm really excited for.
SpongeBob.
But I mean, at this point, if you haven't seen Split, I'm sorry. Like, it's out on DVD now. If you really cared, you'd watch it. But again, like, I didn't care enough to go see it in theaters immediately. And then when there's something that happens in the movie that's a spoiler. So I will throw up a spoiler alert now in case you don't want to know. But yeah, but then again, yeah. But then again, like, I didn't care enough about going to see that movie until I heard the spoiler and was like, okay, now I'm more interested. So if you don't want to know, spoiler alert, I'll drop it. But this is cool news. So M. Night Shyamalan has announced his next movie.
There's a twist.
Yeah. Split, at the end of Split, there's a reveal. You see in a diner, there's a news story going on in the background of about the James McAvoy's character Kevin, about all the shenanigans on the news. And it is revealed that Split is set in the same universe as Unbreakable. And you see Bruce Willis's character David Dunn sitting there watching the news, and there's this woman, which I said before, but the way that was handled wasn't my favorite. Just the woman at the diner's like, this reminds me of that, what was that guy called? It was just really bad delivery and not well executed, but I liked the fact that what they were alluding to is, she's like, it's like that, what's it called? Mr. Glass. Yeah. Like that thing. Well, he's doing a sequel to Split and Unbreakable called Glass.
Does that mean that I was about to say Matthew McConaughey, James McAvoy is going to be in it as well?
Yes, it's going to star
so like two villains.
James McAvoy and Anya Taylor-Joy, the girl from that movie, the main girl character, the protagonist, and Unbreakable's Samuel L. Jackson as Mr. Glass and Bruce Willis as David Dunn. So you got all four of those characters from those two movies in this movie together.
Do you think James McAvoy knew
about Mr. Glass?
Like while he was filming, or do you think?
Do you think he knew that it was going to be a sequel to that? I mean, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if he wasn't in the little bonus.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he did keep that close and was like, we're going to film this one. One day.
Excited.
Yeah, That
was a good movie too, Unbreakable.
I love Unbreakable. It holds up too. I watched it again after I saw Split. I was like, I gotta watch Unbreakable again. So I went back and watched it.
Do you think it'll take place? Well, I guess it kind of has to take place so many years later.
I think Samuel Jackson's character is probably going to break out of prison or something like that. And I think he's going to be very careful. I think he's going to be like kind of mentoring Kevin.
Okay.
What was it? What did they call him? The Beast is what they called in Split. He had all these different personalities and everything, but one of them is really scary.
Yeah. And
they called it the Beast or whatever. But I can't remember what they called him. They called him a particular thing.
Rubik's.
Not Legion. Legion is X-Men thing.
Rubik's.
Something I don't know what that means.
Rubik's Cube.
Well, I know what a Rubik's Cube is, but I don't know what it means. And
there's so many personalities. Like you switch
click them around.
Yeah.
I guess.
Roulette.
Did you see Live, Die, Repeat? Or Edge of Tomorrow?
No.
You haven't? I like that movie a lot.
But I saw season 3 of The Flash.
Okay. I never said you didn't.
Well, he keeps going through the timeline and
he lived, died, repeat, all that?
Yeah.
Okay, I get it now. So, they've announced Doug Liman, the director of that movie, told Collider, he was talking a little bit about they're planning a sequel to Live, Die, and Repeat. Well, it's called Edge of Tomorrow, but I feel like Live, Die, Repeat's a little bit better title.
Well, that kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
Yeah, but that's what it is. That's the
but I mean, you
premise.
want to at least get to the...
But Edge of Tomorrow sounds like a fucking, like... We could have talked about that last week in our soap opera thing.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Welcome back to Edge of Tomorrow.
Maria. Antonio.
No, Maria.
Antonio.
No, I can't love you.
I can't what?
Because I am not Antonio.
Ay, Dios míos.
That's Edge of Tomorrow, what it sounds like. But Live, Die, Repeat's a better title. All You Need Is Kill is the original title, the Japanese comic, like the manga or whatever.
Like a James Bond.
Yeah, I love that title. All You Need Is Kill. But so they basically, he said, confirmed that they're working on it. They want to do it. Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt are going to come back for it. There's no start date or anything like that. But he has revealed what the title of the next one's going to be. Now, the title of the first one was Edge of Tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
Bad title. Live, Die, Repeat was the tagline that they kind of turned into the title, and the advertising, the marketing for that movie was terrible.
Uh-huh.
The like the DVD, if you look at the DVD cover, it's like Live, Die, Repeat in giant letters, and then it's like Edge of Tomorrow, like really. So the sequel is going to be called Live, Die, Repeat, and Repeat.
Uh-huh.
That's a shitty title too. They just can't.
Just up
they
their
just
ass.
can't get titles right.
I think it's just fine. I think everyone's just up their ass.
Yeah.
I think everyone's just waiting for them to be like, all right, what's your stupid title now?
But the movie is so good.
Yeah.
It's like Groundhog's Day.
Yeah.
But with aliens and shit.
Alright.
It's like a video game version of Groundhog Day.
What if the sequel, like everyone's like really excited about it, and then when they get into the theater, they just play the first one?
I would be like, all right. I would applaud them.
Bravo. You got me.
Got me again, Doug Liman. You crafty son of a bitch. Also in Doug Liman news, he's supposed to be doing the Justice League Dark movie.
Is that a live action?
The live action version, yeah. Like, it's been, Guillermo del Toro is attached for a while. Just another example of them not letting Guillermo del Toro do what... I mean, he left that one because he had other stuff to do, but...
What?
He never does the things I'm most excited about him doing.
Hellboy 3.
Hellboy 3, he didn't stay on for Pacific Rim 2.
I would love a Pacific Rim 2.
Well, they're doing it.
Specific Rim 2?
Yeah, Pacific Rim 2. Uprising. It's got John Boyega in that bullshit.
Oh, okay, good. Like
but yeah, so Doug Liman told Cinema Blend about the Justice League Dark movie. He says, I think people will be surprised how character-driven and how intimate Justice League Dark is. In kind of a field of bloated comic book movies, we found a way to do something that actually really personal and small, and that's my goal.
Is this going to be in relation, like in the same universe as a Batman v Superman?
I hope so. It could not be in it, but I'd prefer. I just want everything in the same universe.
Right.
It's too confusing as it is. Mm-hmm. The universe, like it'd be even more confusing not including certain DC characters and stuff. If you're making movies, put them all in the same universe.
Does it say what characters would be used for it?
For sure, John Constantine. He mentioned John Constantine, how like he's got a very human story in this one.
Well, yeah.
You gotta have Constantine. Swamp Thing is supposed to be in there. Like when Guillermo del Toro was doing it, Ron Perlman would have been the perfect Swamp Thing. He still could be. Yeah. He would be a perfect Swamp Thing. Just the voice alone, like he crushes it. He did the voice of Deathstroke in the Teen Titans cartoon. Mm-hmm. All right, moving on.
Moving on up. Who replaced the secret plans into R2-D2's memory banks? Is it A?
It was Princess Leia.
Yeah.
You said replaced? Or...
I read it wrong.
Okay.
I was hoping I could trick you that way.
All right.
According to Princess Leia, why was their escape from the Death Star so easy?
Because they let them go.
It says the Imperials were tracking them.
Yeah, they let them go so they could track them to Yavin.
Nerd.
I just watched it the other night, so...
True or false? Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's dad.
False. The Defenders, Mike Coulter,
yes.
He was talking to TV Guide, and he talked a little bit about the villains. Here's the quote he said. He said, the villains that we are dealing with are a combination of several entities, and they all have something to do with our separate stories that have played out in each of our own individual series. So this has been going on for a while.
It seems like each of their villains is going to meet up.
It says it wasn't obvious in each individual series, but in this series you'll find out that the things that have happened to all of us basically were all because of one entity, and that's what's going to kind of tie things together And then we'll see that, we'll understand that, and before you know it, eventually we'll fight together or not.
All right.
So it seems like maybe we'll see some of the other villains come in there. And I think the one entity he's talking about, Sigourney Weaver, is the one that's behind all of this, behind everything that's been going on across all the shows.
Are they all going to beat up Sigourney Weaver?
I hope not. But she does look like a badass villain, whether you think so or not.
I mean, look, I like Sigourney Weaver as much as the next guy. But she's in the trailer, she's just standing there wearing a dress.
While all of her ninjas are kicking ass. That's all she has to do.
Right. But, I mean, great.
Also, they're shooting Jessica Jones.
Does she have
season
laser
2
eyes?
right now. Probably.
All right, I'm listening.
Jessica Jones season 2 shooting right now. There was a couple of
cool.
snapshots, so that's finally happening. I believe Daredevil season 3 is shooting now too. Now that they're done with Defenders, they're moving back into their own shows, and really excited to see both of them. I'm really excited to see, obviously, Daredevil season 3.
Yeah.
But I also want to see what they do with Jessica Jones season 2, because the story they told in the first season is like the Jessica Jones story.
Okay.
Like the Kilgrave stuff in the comics, that was like, you know, they were smart the way they did in the comics. In the comics, it was like the first run of the Alias comics was like 25 issues, and they didn't really get into the Kilgrave stuff until a little later. They kind of built up to that, and it was like, what is her deal? And they finally kind of revealed it in backstory kind of stuff. But I thought it was smart to do it in the show, first season or whatever. And I thought it worked. I really like Jessica Jones, that show. I know a lot of people didn't. A lot of people didn't finish it or whatever, but I loved it.
I think she just needs a costume for me. That might be it.
I feel like she's like, doesn't
your
need
opinion's
one.
wrong.
No. See, she had a costume in the comics, and it was dumb.
Well, yeah, but give her a good one.
No, but like, it's like personality-wise, she doesn't need a costume. She doesn't fit that kind of...
Luke Cage doesn't need a costume, but it'd still be cool to see him in a yellow t-shirt that doesn't tear.
Yeah, but that's not really a costume. That's just a t-shirt.
Well, costume sounds silly.
Yeah.
Uniform.
Her uniform is the leather jacket and the gloves. She's wearing gloves in these pictures. I'm like, yeah, give her some badass fingerless gloves. And
are they leather gloves?
the leather jacket, yeah. I think.
No?
I don't know. They're like mittens. I don't know.
What if they get wet?
They're oven mitts.
That'll be uncomfortable.
Who gives a fuck?
That's what I think about. That's where my mind goes.
It's startling getting to see inside what's going on inside your head.
Startling.
Entertainment Weekly last week. This pisses me off. It always happens the day after we record something, an episode. There's something big that happens or something like that. They gave the first Entertainment Weekly gave the first look at the Inhumans royal family. There's a cast photo of what they look like.
Yeah.
In the photo, hang on. Let me pull it up here and show it to you. So here they are. Here's the Inhumans.
The picture you're showing me makes it look very Star Trek.
Star Trek?
Yeah, like the old, like the 90s. Do you know what I mean?
Like Next Generation-y?
Yeah. Like the
I see it.
The color-wise and just kind of the...
Well, Black Bolt there looks like, to me, like an X-Men character.
Yeah.
But yeah, going from left to right there, that's Gorgon on the left.
Okay. Played
by Ime Iquicor, something like that. He's got hooves in the comics.
Hooves.
So I'm wondering, it's like cut off like just below the knee in this photo. I'm wondering if he's got the hooves going on down there. Got them hooves.
Yeah.
Then it's Ken Long. He was in Lost and everything as Karnak.
Okay.
He's like the strategic guy. Like he sees the weak points in stuff, which I think is a really cool character. Then right there in the middle, you got Anson Mount as Black Bolt. Still no mask, so I don't know. No mask. I want him to have a mask, but
so he can never talk then.
He can't talk because if he talked, we're all dead.
He's got to do it at one point during the series, though, right?
Yeah, no. It's the kind of thing like that can't happen, and then of course you want it to happen the whole time, and when it eventually does, it's gonna be awesome. Serinda Swan as Medusa, right there.
Okay.
She's known for her hair, like that's she's got really long red hair and everything.
Does it do something?
Yeah, she can like use it to whip around and stuff like that.
Kind of like in Trolls.
But yeah, I'll take your word for that.
You haven't seen Trolls yet?
No, sorry.
Bro, Trolls is delightful.
All right, guy who hasn't seen Blade Runner and Aliens.
I've seen Trolls like 15 times. It's a good movie.
I'll take your word on that and never verify that.
Bro, they sing, they dance.
Yeah.
They whip their hair around and like swing.
They whip their hair back and forth.
Stop.
Why? It's
okay,
my jam.
so Medusa.
So Medusa gonna whip her hair back and forth. Although, dude, that looks like a really shitty wig.
Well, what do you want it to be?
I don't know. Look like hair? She's known for her hair.
Okay.
And they're gonna give her a really shitty. I mean, I don't know. It may not be a wig, but from here, it looks like a really just bad wig.
Might just be photoshopped.
Who knows? Don't like it. And Isabel Cornish is Crystal there. She looks good. She looks like the comic character. Not a whole lot to do with that character, but it looks right. Mm. And then all the way at the end there,
somebody.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Ian Rion, something like that. He's from Game of Thrones, Ramsay Bolton. But all the way, yeah, Maximus the Mad is his character. He's perfect casting for him. So I'm excited to see how he portrays that character because he's so good as a person you're gonna love to hate. And
why?
No, in Game of Thrones.
In people's business?
No, in Game of Thrones, he is the most like. Remember, I don't know. You never watched Game of Thrones, but
no.
Do you ever hear people talk about it and how they hate
Sometimes.
King Joffrey and stuff
Yeah.
like that? People hated Joffrey. Then, spoiler alert, they killed Joffrey.
Uh-huh.
And then people started like, no, fuck it. Joffrey was awesome. This guy, fuck this guy. He was the worst. Cutting people's dicks off and
Whoa.
mailing it to their fathers. And
Really?
he's a horrible person. And he's so good as a bad guy. You just want to beat the shit out of him. So he's going to be great as Maximus the Mad, who is Black Bolt's brother, who like betrays him and stuff like that.
So wait, if he's Black Bolt's brother, does that mean he just shouts all the time, but everyone wants him to shut the hell up? Right? The opposite of the voice? Okay.
Didn't know where you were going with that.
Because he can't talk.
Well, yeah, just you don't have a brother. People's brothers aren't always like the Reverse Flash version of them. It's not always the opposite version.
Why wouldn't it be? Wouldn't it be awesome if it was?
I guess. It's just...
Is Sheena the Reverse Flash version of you?
Kinda.
See?
I guess you got a point.
See?
Here's the thing. Like, Scott Buck is doing this show. He's the showrunner.
That sounds like a made-up name.
That's his name. He's the showrunner on Inhumans. He was also the showrunner on Iron Fist. Mm-hmm. I figured it out. Scott Buck has something against masks. He doesn't like masks. Didn't do it in Iron Fist. Isn't doing it in this show.
Is there another one? I feel like you need a third one.
These are the only two superheroes. He did Dexter. He was in Dexter. He was a writer on Dexter. Dexter didn't have a mask, I guess, if you need a third example. But yeah, like these are two characters that are known for wearing masks in the comics and stuff, and he didn't do. What is his fucking problem with characters wearing masks?
I guess he wants you to connect with the.
Fuck that. I don't want to connect with them. I want to see him wear a mask and beat people up. Ghost Rider's coming back in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Oh, he came back.
Nicolas Cage?
Not that one.
Oh.
The Robbie Reyes version, who was on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. earlier this season. Uh-huh. He's back in the season finale. I'm really excited about that. They kind of told his story and moved on, and like I liked what they did with this season. I may not have liked the last arc as much. Like it was Ghost Rider. It was the first like they split this season basically into 3 chunks. Okay. So the first part was Ghost Rider, and then it was LMD, which is the life model decoys and stuff, and then it was the Agents of Hydra, where they went into the framework, and it was like a bad Matrix ripoff.
Too complicated?
No, too just uninspired, and I don't really like stories where they're like, it's like, this kind of, it kind of didn't matter, you know? Well, I guess the way they've done it, like, so basically they go into like this virtual kind of world created and stuff, and they're just strapped. It's like the Matrix, pretty much exactly like the Matrix. They're in a fake world, but the problem is like I didn't like that. I always hate those kind of things. But then when they come out of it, they remembered that entire life. So It's like they've lived two lives and they're remembering both of them. So I guess that part of it was really cool. But I don't like those fake, like, I don't like dream stuff. I don't like those type of things.
Well, how did you feel about on The Flash, though, when they did that? I guess, does that still count as a dream when they did the musical?
No, that was fine because it was like a one-off kind of standalone thing. Okay. This is like
multiple episodes.
Yeah, I mean, even like stuff like Flashpoint or alternate reality, when they go somewhere and it's like, it's kind of cool to see, but it's like, it doesn't matter what happens there because you know they're going to go back to the real world eventually, and that stuff doesn't matter. But like I said, the kind of stuff that happened in the framework in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did kind of matter.
Yeah.
So I guess they sucked the landing on that, I guess, for me, because I usually don't care for those kind of things. But Ghost Rider's back for the last episode. I'm really excited about that because he's fucking awesome. They did a really good job with it. I'm so happy to see him back.
You need a Nicolas Cage cameo.
Yeah, they did have we talked about it before. They did have a Johnny Blaze cameo in the episode. Like they did a flashback to
show his face.
Robbie. No, I mean they showed his Ghost Rider face.
Okay.
The skull on fire.
All right.
That's how you saw him. But
how does the CGI look?
Looks great.
Yeah.
Like for TV, it looks really good.
Okay.
It's kind of surprising how good it looks for TV. Like that's why he hasn't been in the whole season. It costs a lot of money to do that kind of stuff. All right, there's another Marvel show to talk about. There's a first teaser for The Gifted, which is that new X-Men TV show we've been talking about.
I swear I thought you were talking about that Chris Evans movie.
You know, that's called Gifted too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's why they called this one The Gifted. to differentiate it.
I was like, are we talking about that Chris Evans movie where his daughter's like super smart?
Hey, we can talk about it.
It looks delightful.
It looks good.
It looks like a tricky situation.
Yeah, what do you do?
Like I get it.
We're really talking about this.
Yeah. Like I get it. All these other people are saying like, oh, you should be giving this kid, you know, the best opportunities and all this kind of shit. And he's like, look, I just want her to be a normal kid.
Yeah.
She can be a super math scientist later.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
But if she's that smart, then she can just do it later if she wants to anyway, right?
I guess, yeah.
I'm going to go see that movie.
We almost went and saw that instead of Alien Covenant. Because we couldn't find our theater.
I mean, would it be the worst thing in the world if we had seen that one and did a movie review of it?
I guess not.
I probably wouldn't.
My editor would be pissed off.
I probably wouldn't been as bummed out.
Probably. I don't know. Maybe. It looks like a tearjerker. But that's not what this show's about. The show is about some X-Mens.
X-Mens?
Yeah, so the Gifted just got picked up for series. It's going to be coming on Fox this fall. Bryan Singer directed the pilot. 3 cheers for Bryan Singer directing an X-Men thing.
Thumbs down.
It's funny. I tweeted about this. I was like, oh, that's cool. You know, like more X-Men on TV. That's cool. Like, I really liked Legion. And then when somebody tweeted me, he was like, yeah, but Legion had the guy who did Fargo, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And he says, this show has the guy that did X-Men Apocalypse. I was like, fair enough. You got me there. But, yeah, so he congratulated everyone for the series. Pick up and shared an image of Emma Dumont as Polaris. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, they've got cool characters like Polaris and Blink and a couple other characters. Who else is in it? There's another X-Men character I can't pull off the top of my head. But, yeah, like, I'm excited to see this movie. Like, I think they can do more stuff in the X-Men. There's so much stuff in the X-Men universe. We always talked about, why is it always got to be a Wolverine thing? Or,
you know, it's funny, like, it's funny that we're like, well, why is it got to be Wolverine all the time? And then when we get to see Logan, we're like, well, I don't want Wolverine to go.
Yeah. Well, because they finally did him how we wanted him to do.
And it was the last one.
Yeah, before we were always complaining about how they treated Wolverine and how they used it was all Wolverine. Like, they did 3 Wolverine movies, and then they was like, you know what we should do? Give Wolverine a movie. So they kind of did 3 of them already at that point. Yeah. Which, on the other hand, like, I do feel like the second trilogy was less of that. I mean, you know, X-Men First Class and Apocalypse, at least, both of those was very little Wolverine in it. Days of Future Past, of course, was all Wolverine.
Yeah.
But kind of needed to be.
Yeah.
for story purposes, the way they wrote their universe and stuff.
How many days did Days of Future Past take place during?
What do you mean?
So, like, okay, Shadowcat, right?
Yeah.
Wolverine laid down, and she did something to his brain so that he could go back in time, right?
Oh, how many days were there doing that?
Yeah.
I don't think... I don't know. In the Rogue cut version of that movie, which I liked because it kind of explained a little bit and it gave a little more to certain characters, like Magneto had a little bit more to do in that version. Ian McKellen's Magneto. Yeah. They went and recruited Rogue, and Rogue came because she can absorb people's abilities. Yeah. She came and she helped out with that, so it wasn't just Shadowcat the whole time, like just draining on her.
Because the thing I was thinking, like, if she's got to concentrate and do the thing to keep Logan, back in time.
Yeah.
She has to sit there the whole time? She can't go to the bathroom or sleep or eat?
They gave her a bucket.
Jeez.
I don't know. Anyway, this is an X-Men related show that I'm looking even more forward to. They just today. Yes, can't wait. No, just today they announced that Donald Glover and his brother Stephen Glover are developing an animated Deadpool series for FXX.
I don't know. His parents missed an opportunity there. Donald Glover.
And Danny Glover?
No. Ronald Glover for his brother.
Ronald, okay. Ronald Glover and Donald.
Ronald McDonald. Oh, missed opportunity.
Yeah. They should have changed their last name. And changed the first name. There's a lot of what if scenarios in that. But anyway, Donald Glover and his brother Steven are developing an animated Deadpool series for FXX. It's going to be 10 episodes coming in 2018. I love this idea.
They probably won't, but I do kind of like the idea for him doing the voice.
Yeah, I would like that. I mean, I'd like them to... Maybe they'll get Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, he'd probably do it.
He would do it. Yeah, get him to do it.
Get him to do it. Ask him to do it. Don't be so...
No, say, hey, Ryan, get your ass over here and do this shit.
Sorry, fellas.
That would be perfect. Yeah. But yeah, so that's really cool.
Is it going to be like a...
No idea if it's going to be in universe. It could be.
Okay.
If anything, if anything was going to take the animated version and the live action movie version and kind of make them set in the same universe, Deadpool could make that work.
Yeah, that's a character that you can do that with.
Yeah, he could reference it like, oh, I'm also in the movies, and like he could straight up break the fourth wall there.
Is there any other character that can do that kind of thing?
Break the fourth wall and shit like that?
Yeah, kind of the only one.
Isn't there?
Sounds like Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, there is a DC character that's like that, but he's not on the level of Deadpool. What is his name? Bug something?
Bug. Doug?
Doug Funny.
Doug?
Yeah.
Doug Funny.
That's what I'm thinking of. Never mind.
Man, you always trying to talk about Doug Funny. Funny. What if your last name was Funny? Jeff Funny.
What was his name? I can't remember.
Doesn't matter.
Somebody will just let us know. Another show, really excited for. Entertainment Weekly today announced Judge Dredd Mega City 1. They're doing a Judge Dredd TV show, dude.
Live action?
Live action. It's from the people of I Am Global, who was involved in Dredd and Rebellion, two companies. I Am's Mark Stern, who's involved in Battlestar Galactica, Helix, Defiance, and Rebellion's Jason and Chris Kingsley, both co-producers on 2012 Dredd. Mm-hmm. They were both co-producers on that movie. They're all three of them are going to be executive producers on this new show. There's a great poster that came out with a tagline that says 400 million citizens, everyone a potential criminal.
That sounds exhausting.
Yeah. That's why you need judges.
Boop, boop, boop.
They're the judge, jury, and executioner.
Ugh.
I fucking love Dredd. Dredd is like one of my favorite movies of like the last 10 years.
Why? What is it?
It's so good.
What is it about that character that you like so much?
I think he's a badass, first of all. Like, just the idea of like the world has gone to so much shit.
Yeah.
That like, you know, they basically had to move everybody to this one just mega city. You know, they got these like crazy high rise like buildings everywhere because it's just so overpopulated, and they just don't have time for a normal judicial system. So they got judges that are the judge, jury, and executioner. They catch you, they tell you the sentence, and they whoop your ass. And Carl Urban's version of Dredd is so good. Yeah. Did you see Dredd?
Nope.
Oh, watch Dredd.
Nah.
It is fucking great.
I'm not gonna see it.
And I somehow doubt that they're gonna that Carl Urban's gonna come back for this show, but I know he's been really wanting to do a sequel to Dredd. He loved it. I mean, like, he really wanted to come back. I really wanted him to come back. It's so good. But maybe he'll come back for the show. I don't know for sure. But people who worked on the show, you know, it's one of the same companies and two of the producers. Maybe he'll come back. I don't know. He's done TV before. What was that show he did? Almost Human? It was some crazy kind of futuristic thing.
Yeah. Who would win a fight, Judge Dredd or Hellboy?
I don't know. I would watch the fuck out of that, dude. That would be so good. Hellboy, maybe, because he's a little more supernatural leaning.
Yeah. All right.
But that would be a fight I'd love to watch.
Who would win a fight, RoboCop or Time Cop?
I've never seen Time Cop.
All I know is Jean-Claude Van Damme with, like, time travel?
I'm assuming with the title like Time Cop.
Tom Cop.
Tom Cop.
Cop is named Tom.
More trivias.
Man.
We haven't done a lot of trivias.
Shut up. How many wings does an X-Wing have?
4?
Yeah, stupid.
I got it right. Why am I stupid?
What else did the advanced X-1 have that regular TIE fighters jacked?
One more time?
What else did the TIE advanced X-1 have that regular TIE fighters lacked? Sorry. Tired.
Is that Darth Vader's one? The curved wings? What does it say?
Is it shield generator?
Okay. I don't know. See, this one I'm not entirely sure if where all the trivia is coming from for this. I don't know if it's all original trilogy, or I doubt the canon and stuff like that is a part of it, and it might just be the original trilogy.
Fucking sweet.
Oh, that's awesome.
Han Solo. Dog.
All right. So let's end the episode with a little bit of DC TV talk. Did you see Supergirl this week?
No.
It was a pretty good episode. It was called The City of Lost Children, but a couple things happened in this episode that I wanted to talk about. First of all,
she flies.
This is a Guardian heavy episode. Jimmy Olsen. Right off the bat, I was watching and they were doing a Guardian scene and I was thinking about it and I was like, I really want them to paint that damn suit.
Okay.
Really want them to paint it. Because I was like, he's too, like, the gray of it all. Like, I want him to paint it. I want him to be, and then as the episode was going on, they immediately started getting into why they should paint it. Like, because he was like, he stopped a mugging. And the woman she's like, please don't hurt me. He's like, I'm not going to hurt you. I just saved you. She's like screaming and trying to get away from him. He's scary to people. And I was like, there's your, paint it blue and gold, bright colors. It's Supergirl. Bright colors really work in that universe. Paint the damn suit. And I thought they were going to. They didn't in the episode, but maybe they'll get around to it eventually. Hopefully they'll be something they do. I don't know if they're going to have time to deal with it.
Why would it be blue and gold? That's
what it is in the comics.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you remember. We talked about this a while back, but before he ever put on the actual suit in the show, there was an image that leaked of... Not leaked, they released an image of him in the Guardian suit.
Yeah.
And someone online colored it.
Okay, yeah.
And it looked great. And I really want them to paint that damn thing.
They might soon.
Hopefully. And like, this is what I was like, maybe they'll get around to doing it. Because that played a big part of this episode. People are afraid of him because of the way he looks.
Yeah.
And everything. And they also, possibly the best reference yet in Supergirl. They were talking, and he was like, I don't want people to be scared of me, like Clark's friend. And then Wynn was like, oh, you mean, and he did like the ears, like he put his fingers up his ears. He's like, I always thought they were more like frenemies. And I was like, That's like the best Batman reference they've done in the show.
So, like, you can't get any
Batman
more
100% exists in that universe.
Yeah. Whether or not they'll show him, he exists.
Whether or not they show him is another thing. I want them to.
But we
Especially if you do Batgirl. Batgirl and Supergirl teaming up in this show would be amazing.
It's a smart idea.
Yeah. See, because you know they would do it in the show if they allowed them to.
I don't know why they can't. There's 2 Flashes.
There's 2 Supermans now.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't get much bigger than Superman, does it?
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, I guess Batman.
That's just the other one.
Yeah.
They're on equal footing, I would say.
Yeah. I don't know. I would fucking love them to do it. But yeah. So they've straight up, I mean, they've already confirmed Gotham exists. Bloodhaven exists in Arrow universe.
So Nightwing.
Yeah. But
why not just do Batman?
Yeah.
It's easy.
I mean, just do it in a crazy, do it in a giant crossover week episode. Bring in Batman. Bring in Superman involved in it and just have a Justice League. Like, I want that in this universe. Like, that's the only thing they haven't really gotten around to is officially forming a Justice League.
You could have Batman in the background.
Dude, establish the Justice League and just, and have all of our characters that we know and love be, ancillary members of it.
Yeah.
And then, we go about our regularly scheduled programming and just know that there is a version of the Justice League out there that exists with Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman,
Aquaman.
Green Lantern, Aquaman. Yeah, there's them right there.
Question.
You wouldn't have the Flash because we still need Barry on the Flash.
Yeah.
But
Manhunter.
Yeah, Cyborg could be part of it. He's not part of the main shows. Martian Manhunter could go, if he ever wanted to leave Supergirl.
Yeah.
They could write him out as starting the... When they introduced Martian Manhunter and Supergirl, I fucking flipped my shit. I was so happy.
How happy do you think that actor was?
Yeah, I know.
He's like, I'm who now?
Wait, I'm who? I thought I was just going to be dumb old Cyborg Superman, which he did get to do.
He said it a lot.
Yeah, he sure did. I hate that.
That's a hard line to say.
Yeah, I'm Cyborg Superman. No, you're not. Shut up. There was also a great moment in this episode where Wen is just going about his business in the DEO, and he's just whistling, and he whistles the Super Friends song at one point.
Oh, yeah?
He just I can't really. Yeah. We established that as well. But yeah, I thought that was really a nice little subtle thing. Yeah. I was like, why does that whistle, why does that sound so familiar? And then I was like, I rewound it and it was like, dun, 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 dun. I was like, oh, I love that. So one more thing, let's talk about The Flash next week. You watched The Flash this week, right?
Yeah.
It's a good episode. I mean, there's not much to spoil in this episode. There was no big reveals. Let's not talk about who Savitar is. We
really
talked about on that. Yeah.
Right.
If people don't always keep up. I mean, some people don't even have TV anymore. Some people just wait till stuff's on Netflix.
I guess. So
let's not spoil anything.
Savitar is Bruce Wayne.
I told you not to spoil anything.
Sorry, guys.
But yeah, so the end of the episode though, they need to get something and they show where they're getting it from in the last little tease of the episode.
Are you sure we didn't talk about it last week? Who Savitar was?
We did, but we gave a big spoiler alert.
Okay.
That was at the end of the episode, so all that was covered under our spoiler alert.
Gotcha.
So we're not going to talk about it now outside of the spoiler alert and everything. Right. We already had to do one for Split. Because if people haven't seen it by this point, I'm going to hold everybody's hand through life all the time. But anyway, so they teased at the end of this week's episode, King Shark's coming back.
Yeah.
Next week's episode, not only Captain Cold and King Shark are going to be in next week's episode.
I wouldn't mind if all next season was Captain Cold.
As the villain?
Yeah, I just like him.
Well, I want them to do the Rogues.
Yeah.
I want the Rogues to be a season-long big bad.
Where he's fighting everybody?
Yeah, where Captain Cold brings everyone together, Mirror Master at the top, Trickster, Weather Wizard. I don't know about Mick Rory. Maybe he'll still be part of Legends. I don't know. But I really want that. I want that so bad. It'd be so good. Because that's such a cool idea from the comics. This, they kind of really have a cool, group in the comics. I like that. But yeah, next week's episode, Infantino Street. was the name of the episode, named after Carmine Infantino, famous like comic book creator and stuff like that from way back when. They reference that name a lot, but this is like the name of the episode. They've talked about Infantino Street a lot, and Infantino Street is where Iris is supposed to die and everything. So that's what next week's episode's called. I don't know if it's not gonna happen next week.
No, he still got what, 3 more?
There's like 2 or 3 more episodes left of the season, at least 2, maybe 3.
I'm sad.
But yeah, I know.
I want it to be over. I want to keep going.
Yeah. But I'm okay with this storyline coming to a close because like I hate when they tell you what's gonna happen this far in advance. Like we've known all season that, or at least whenever they revealed it, but we've known for a while now that that's what the finale is going to be building up to. I like not knowing what the final showdown is going to be, and just kind of seeing how it gets there and stuff. I don't like the time travel, at least like knowing where we're going to end up. I mean, hopefully they'll surprise it and stuff like that. I mean, obviously we don't know exactly how it's going to play out, but I don't like those sort of things. Like in Flash or Arrow last season when we knew someone was going to die and it was like, well, how do we get to that?
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't like them like teasing out stuff like that far ahead of time.
I like it because it's like, well, are they going to stop him this time or no?
Yeah, they're going to.
Maybe not.
I don't know.
He might kill Iris, and then the whole next season is him trying to fix it.
He's gonna Flashpoint again?
Yeah.
Perry, did you Flashpoint again?
No.
Why? Well, why is Iris here? I don't know.
Nothing.
Maybe Iris did it.
Barry.
King Shark. I can't wait. I love King Shark. So cool. Such a cool, like... Have you seen the poster?
No.
They released a poster today that looks fucking amazing. Alright. So if you like this episode, please subscribe on iTunes, and most importantly, leave a review on iTunes. It's the most important thing you can do to help people find the show. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Share the show with your friends on social media. On social media. Please share the show with your friends on social media. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/TheAmazingNerdiverse. On Instagram, @AmazingNerdiverse. And on Twitter, I'm @Jeff_Grants.
I'm @Steven Tukert.
And we are @NerdiversePod. And finally, make sure to check out TheAmazingNerdiverse.com for all that and very little more. And until next time, I'm Jeff Grants.
I'm Steven Tukert.
We'll catch you right here next time in The Amazing Nerdiverse.
Hit 'em.